Hi, Leo. If you want to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, here's your ink blot we did earlier in October, and we have flipped it for perspective possibilities. So feel free to take a screenshot there so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on tarot and oracle Leos, and as well we have the ghost box here kicking for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely. Link is below if you're interested. No affiliation. It's just there to help for those who are interested. All right, Leos, my love. If you'd like to join me, you know the drill. You're also welcome to fast forward. You got the power to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Let's go. Leos, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your lovely aura. Ooh. Like literally there's like power coming down. Power. What? I gotta get like up and closer. I want to see this. This is the feeling that it's giving me. Oh, that's like I want to watch this. I want to see this happen. Something about like I'm seeing the whole thing when I zoom out. Like a satchel or a messenger bag or a purse, a wallet. It's showing me specifically a rune pouch that my girlfriend had. It's made of leather. So there might be something sacred, or I have a satchel of something sacred. Interesting. I'm also seeing eyes down here. And then kind of see how I don't know if it's like crying tears.
What is the date?
But there are some serious eyes. And if you're on a phone, you can like zoom into anything specifically. But it's almost like
It's what I want.
It's like an embroidering. I just heard money, 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 money. So that could be in that purse, that sacred money currency, knowing, and I'm very protective over it now, whether this currency is actually of a mula mula, or if it's of, okay, so like little, like think of like a rune or something, but it's like my own sigils of my currency, my time, my energy, my expressions, my affections. Do you know what I mean? I feel, Leo's, like I'm referring to a god or a goddess. I feel like they're very old, or maybe it's just an ancient energy that you're working with. Because I feel very connected to this in any culture, deity, indigenous to old gods new, whatever it is. I feel like I'm very, very connected to it. Okay. It's very ornate, even though it might look simple. Sorry, my nose is getting itchy. It feels protected, and I'm very protective over it. Doesn't mean I don't share or I hold it to constipate it.
Are you scared?
No. Are you scared? Are you scared? Are you scared of your power? Because there's something coming down. I'm seeing red ants. Red ants quite specifically versus like black ants. I don't know what the difference is. Like literally from, like I know they can bite, right? Red ants can bite. Do they work differently? I feel like if that symbol means something to you, you'll follow, you'll look it up and maybe find a resonance with it. Seeing birds on a wire. I'm also seeing a very specific, is it Tony the Tiger? They're great. There it is. We'll get your paranormal poker hand here. I'll take one more for the Leo energy. Thank you. Do you know if you can envision with me a sand timer? And you know how sand timers typically, there's nothing in the bubbles, right? It's just space for sand. But I'm seeing a statue in there. Like those people who can build ships in a bottle, and then tilt the bottle up, put another ship in a bottle up top, and as the sand falls, it covers and uncovers things. Huh. No, I didn't freeze. Sorry. I am, there's garland. I think I'm seeing flying squirrels, but it's kind of like a leap of faith that I'm sensing anyway. These flying squirrels.
Stupid.
Or people, not kind. What are those? When they jump out of an airplane, they're not skydiving. Maybe they don't jump out of an airplane. I think maybe they cliff. And they have like parachute cliff jumpers. Everybody's watching. This, okay, so I'm seeing like a comedy and a tragedy mask. I'm seeing a woodpecker. I'm seeing a little mouse eat a mushroom. Is it a mouse? One side it's a mouse, the other side it's like a hog. Is that the right word? It's like a wild, no, it's a boar. It's like a wild pig. It's a boar. But the wild pig isn't eating it. No, but this little mouse is. I don't know if it's even like picking and collecting medicine or flora, fauna type thing. I feel like I'm a sculpture with that woodpecker. And I'm sculpting this comedy tragedy mask or tearing it apart or redoing something along with it. And all these people are watching you in spirit, like birds on a wire. Birds on a wire. The information that comes down to you is sentient in and of itself. It's like I can hear them having a conversation as they're kind of being planted as seeds within your soul. It's very curious. Like I can see them having this fun conversation. These thoughts, maybe it's your thoughts that I'm seeing come in and out. It's very fun. It's very fun. Okay, I'm getting down into those eyes. Okay, let's look at your paranormal poke hand. Sorry, see, I get very distracted. But thank you so much, if I didn't say so already, for allowing me in your aura and for being my muse, and to those who do like, share, and subscribe and donate, like you truly warm my haunted heart. Okay, so we have here cast away negativity and divine guidance. Passion, finding love, and knowledge.
You shouldn't be here.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I do. I want the top one. Thank you. Willpower. Yeah, you have been doing something. What is this creature here? It might be a bull or a sacred cow. I want to plop this guy right in there. Right in there. Leos, when I said that you were talking or communicating with something divine, like some sort of guidance. Yeah, absolutely. With that divine guidance there. Thank you. So the bull, that is about the willpower. The bull's willpower or brute strength is infused in the woodpecker. Possibly even just the tip of the beak. It's almost like a diamond drill bit. Finding love, these two together I want to plop in these 2 seahorses. That symbology might mean something to somebody. Okay, so was there a love? It's kind of like the vibe I'm getting, if it's in relation to love, romantic love. Yeah, romantic love, passionate. I'm kind of getting the feeling as though there might have been some people, places, or things in the past that have kind of burned me or scarred me. And I'm actively trying not to punish my future person or the partner I'm with now. I'm aware and I'm mindful, so I've learned things. But it's like by not focusing on those things, I'm not attracting those things again. So I feel as though there's somebody around you, Leos. This could be personal or professional, romantic, platonic, etc. It's even just in the way I'm interacting with people. With a certain kind of freedom of sorts. There's a freedom vibe coming in here. And something about the thumb down, like pressing the thumb. Instead of like pressing the thumb on this, of having some sort of expectation applied to me or I'm applying to others, I'm truly following some sort of internal system that's letting me know, oh, you're, possibly feeding something that is, still a little hurtful from a past relation or business partner. And I feel like I can say this to this new person or this person around you. You're like, you know what? Oh, the way you just said that, like, just brings me back to this. I'm working through it, but I want you to acknowledge it. Is there perhaps maybe a different way you can express that? I've done some sort of hermiting, and I wanted to say healing, but I feel like there's a bookmark. And now I do this, like I'm turning the page. What may have had a thumb over me at some point, I'm now turning the page. And I feel very passionate moving forward. That purse again is coming through. The tassels of my tears. The tassels of my tears. The tassels of my tears. Now draw the curtains back. Like if you're drawing curtains back and you have a little tassel. So that they're not in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? I can't even say sorry, because at this point in time, if you're still here with me, you absolutely know the obscurity and the abstractedness of these readings for a reason. Leos, did I call you Pisces at some point in time? I apologize if I did. Okay, there's a body right here. And see all like this stuff going on around it? It's giving me like little Frankenstein vibes. Like I'm creating something, the tragedy and the comedy. I'm creating something within myself, for myself. Some part of something, or I just might have given me the finger. That's okay. The way I'm feeling it's like if a car drove by and maybe they were driving erratically, not that I was driving. I feel like I just saw this moment and I happened to be the receiver viewing this finger, this middle finger. Somebody's driving by and they're doing something erratic and they do something like that. And I don't know if they give you the finger or vice versa. But to be honest with you, I feel like I have no reaction. I have no reaction to it. If anything, it's a little humorous to be like, oh, okay. So that tells me where you're at if you did that. Or it doesn't feel like a rage finger. It just feels like oh gosh. Like it just, oh gosh. Like, because I'm seeing the I think it's, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But they had like a rat sensei or something like that. And that's what I'm seeing is him. Okay, so I'm back in this person here. This body, the Frankenstein fairy, the Frankenstein fairy. Squeeze me. So awkward when things fall. Oh. This has been coming up in so many of the readings, and I shuffle. Intuition. Yeah, okay, that was on the bottom. Spider, apples, wolf, and intuition. All right, Leos.
Recently.
I've done a harvest on something. Harvest of my own stuff. Like I'm in that, Frankenstein fairy, and it's like the spider has webbed me in. But I'm seeing it more Frankenstein style. But it's like these invisible threads of a spider web that can only be seen in a particular glimmer. But they're so strong. They're so strong. The winds that they can withstand, these spider web belts of sorts. And I'm using that to my advantage because what was once invisible and maybe holding me back. Okay, in one rabbit hole, it was holding me back because I couldn't see them, and now I see the glimmer. And in other respects, I'm using that same knowledge, the same understanding to help heal and transform. To weave the whole purse, the basket of sorts for your harvest. Look at all those apples down there. And then you have wolf and intuition. Okay, so now those just transformed into wolves. Your seahorses, your cow, and your deer. These guys, the cow and the deer. And then they went to seahorses. And now they are 2 wolves, seeing Game of Thrones style. The family with the dogs, or the...
Disfigured.
Maybe they're wolves? With the family with the dogs. Or the wolf dogs, or whatever they are. And down here, those eyes is now your intuition. What you are protective of. Because those... the lighting, let that come through, or is it just a risk? The Stark family. I get very... sorry, not sorry. It's the Starks. The 2 sisters. The 2 sisters. There's something about that. Bringing in harvest. And this is about finding love and passion, but it's through knowledge. It's like getting to know somebody, and that's passionate, really getting to know somebody. Maybe for no other reason than friendship. And that feels lovely. Following, like with intuition and... where did you go?
It's outside.
I left it in here. My goodness. Divine guidance and intuition. Like you have a heightened sense of understanding. Some of you might also be having access or really diving into the access that you always have, but have done whatever workings and weavings because this information coming down that's excited. It's from like the Akashic. The best word I can use to explain the way I'm seeing it. Ophiuchus reading may help you out there. They have a interesting access to the Akashic and the apothecary. All right, Leos, this feels fantastic. the last message I want to leave within this sacred satchel in which you carry of so many things is that you hold the answers and you know the truth. Ancient ones await behind the doors of the mind. You're lovely, Leos. Thank you so much for being my muse, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, bye.